Okay, so we're back for another TLB draft here, drafting Battle Force Zendikar. So I'm actually doing this to myself today since I'm homesick. So after sleeping for 12 hours, I'm going to try doing something, so I want to play some Magic. We have a bad rare that I'm not going to take. The Angel is a good card. Call of the Scions can be fine if you want to go just wide or ramp. Dominator Drone is fine in the red, black, Devoid. Ghostly Sentinel, white, blue, flying. Outnumber is good in the aggressive decks that uses red. It's just a cheap, solid removal that I might actually just take here. Not enough cool things otherwise. So pick up the outnumber. The rare seems to be missing here. Core Entanglers I've seen is fine. The Fortified Rampart is really good in the defensive decks that go to the air, maybe white, blue. Kozilek Sentinel is good in the Devoid deck. It's just a 2-drop that has a solid body and can attack for 2 a lot of the times. Sheer Drop is a fine removal, sometimes a bit awkward when you sit with it in your hand. I think I might just take the Sheer Drop, yeah. These types of lands is really good. Just being able to cash them in later. Eldrazi Sky Spawner, that's one of the best blue commons. The Retreat to Emeria is the best retreat, I think, in draft strategies. I think all the retreats are pretty good in sealed, but in drafts, I mean, the Emeria is one of the more powerful. So it's either the Retreat or the Sky Spawner. I think since I have a sheer drop, I take the Retreat here. Sky Spawner is really good. Sky Leopard is more constructed. Cloud Manda is fine. Clutch of Currency is also really good. It's between them. In blue. I think I take the Retreat here. Defiant Bloodlord I don't like. Forerunner of Slaughter. Just a solid 2-drop. Has found his way into the Mardu decks in standard even. I guess it's the best card here. Void Attendant I don't like. I guess we could take the Forerunner. Yep. Kozilek Chandler, solid. Shadow Glider, good also. And the Smite. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be the Devoid deck this time. So maybe it's between the Smite, the Shadow Glider, and the Channeler here. And I think it's time to start taking some creatures actually. Yeah. This is just a bad version of the Bounce Awaken spell. Blighted Fen sometimes can be pretty good. Celestia Healer. It would be fun to try to play the black-white life gain deck, but since it's no longer under the radar, I guess many people do that. And I don't think this is a sign that it's open or anything. No good cards here. The Silent Skimmer is fine. Guess I just take the land here. another Shadow Glider or the Vestige. It's a pretty late Vestige. I think it's a good 4-drop, one of the better in red. I guess it's the Vestige. Prism Array is just, when you see it, look away. Sure Strike is fine, but tricks wise, I think Tandem Tactics is just super. You can 2-for-1 in combat, you can save your best creatures from Rolling Thunder, and so on. Otherwise, I think Culling Drone is fine in the black based together with the Forerunner, but take the tactics here. And yeah, I mean, white, what do we have at the retreat? I guess we could take the Ghostly Sentinel here. It's always solid. And since we don't look that super aggressive, I guess we can also take the Rampart. Maybe blue becomes open and we can play white-blue. That's my favorite. And just, no, I think the Sandstone Bridge is fine. And I guess we could take the 2-drop. Even though this is one of the worst. And a focus, okay. So we have a lot of tricks, and as I feel like usually in this format, you get all the tricks and a lot of removal, but you don't get that many good creatures. In sealed pools, I always feel like I lack 2 or 3 more creatures in my decks in this format. At least creatures that's good enough. Okay. So what does this do? Okay, it's the look at the top and put allies in any order. That's not one of the good ally payoff creatures, I think. It's just okay. So actually, I mean, none of the core flyers are actually allies. So we're not an ally deck. On the Rising is a good one. I mean, you get a 4/4 for 5 and you can get a lot of life. So I mean, this card is good. I actually think I might take it here. Nettle Drone. Oh, Coastal Discovery. Blue. Okay, can I take it that? That's one of the best Awaken cards. Another Sky Spawner. I mean, this only looks at... this is just not that good. It's between... Maybe I just speculate on blue here. Yeah, Coastal Discovery is too good to pass away. Hedron Archive. Oh, a Rolling Thunder. That's just a slam dunk. So, I mean... but still, I mean, we have 2 red cards that are pretty bad and the Vestige. So we could see ourselves being white-blue with the Coastal Discovery, but the Rolling Thunder is just a way of drawing us back into red. So otherwise, Hedron Archive is good. Livespring Druid is good. And the Valakut Invoker is fine, but I think I take the Rolling Thunder here just because it's really good. And here we have a better, I mean, this is uncommon, but I think this, in the right moment, this is, I mean, give all your dudes double strike can just be game. So sad to put this back into the sideboard and just slamming the Blade Master here. And I mean, okay, so the Predator is better than the Geopede, I think. It's just more hard hitting. Desolate Twin is not for us. In Sealed, I have seen people play this with because it's slower. I think in Draft you really need to be able to get to 10 mana, and we're not that type of deck. So we take the Predator here. Okay, an Eldrazi land. The Whiptail is just one of those creatures that you can play, but you don't really want to. But I could see us playing it. Maybe. I mean, there's nothing else here. It's the Looming Spires, but I think we take the creature. McKinney Slide Runner is fine. And the Griffin. And the Smite. So we have Rolling Thunder, Sheer Drop, some tricks. Yeah, maybe something to play early. And to get us a little bit more aggressive could be fine. And I don't actually mind the Cub, but the Blighted Gorge I think is better. Take out the Fen. Yeah. We don't need more tricks, I think. We already have the better of them as well, so maybe we just take this for the sideboard. Nothing much here for us. Yeah, we want some hard hitters just to have in play when the Resolute Blade Masters arrives. Like the Whiptail and the Vestige, the Predator, the Slider. So this 06 might just not make it. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, and I guess this late we can pick up another bridge. I mean, one or two of those is fine. So we don't have that much allies. Maybe we're looking for more of them in the last pack. Just so this could threaten to trigger more than once. Yeah, and I guess a Cliffside Lookout now could be fine. And it's an alley, so yeah. Pick that one up. And this is also an alley. Okay. And this one really looks like an alley, but it's obvious. For some reason, it's just not allied with us today. It's pretty hard to see on a card just by looking at it if it's supposed to be an alley or not. So, okay, so we have 16 playables. We need 6 or 7 more. And maybe fill out our card with some good solid creatures. We're not interested in the Eldrasis. So we're looking like we want to be pretty aggressive, but we need some 2, 3, and 4 drops. I feel like we have the combat tricks, we have some removal, we have a Rolling Thunder. So looking at this, it might just be another Slide Runner. Hedron Archive is also fine, and it's good together with the Rolling Thunder, but it doesn't look super for us. Could also see picking up a Smite or a Vestige. We might wield the Reckless Cohort. Yeah, it's between the Slide Runner. Now we take another Slide Runner. Oh, perfect. Some more alley theme. So this little dude gives all creatures indestructible. We won't be able to play him the same turn as the Blade Master, but I mean you can chain them together later. Evolving Wilds, another Sky Spawner. Otherwise I would have picked the Nettle Drone. Or the Encircling Fissure. But as I said, we have a lot of tricks already. take care of Gomafada. Is this an alley? Yeah, whenever you gain life. I will probably not gain that much life. Brood Butcher. Yeah, that's a really good card, but not for us. McKinley Patrol is an alley, but one of the bad ones. So it's between the Serene Steward or the Gideon's Reproach, and I think we need to prioritize creatures, even though the Reproach is a better card. Yeah. Let's try this out. And the Sentinel is fine. It will not be perfect in our deck, but it can still do something. It's that or the Inspired Charge, but I think we can get one of those later probably. Okay. Vestige or Firemental. This is an alley and they get many, so I guess we will try to chain this alley shenanigans together and take the mage here. Firemental Mage. Void Winnower is just not that good. We want another Vestige as well, but for now the Firemental Mage will do. So this is starting to come together. Seems like we're lacking something here in the middle, like a Human Shaman, but that's not an alley, but still it's good. And it's something to put mana in the late game if you haven't already won. So I think I take the Invoker here. Now maybe 1 or 2 4-drops, just to fill out the curve before we play the 5s. I would even play another Whiptail, I think. But a Vestige would be more fun. So we have 22 playables now, even though they're not super perfect. But I mean, 16 creatures, I wouldn't mind 17. Skitter Skin is good in the blue. The red black aggressive deck. Hedron Blade. I mean, that's not super fun, but I guess we can pick it up. Come on, something here. Fill out the curve. Give me 4 drops. And then I will be happy. Yeah. Ask and you shall receive. You shall receive. Yeah, the Great Horn is fine. Smite is also fine, but I prefer a creature here. Oh, and we got the Vestige back. Perfect. So now I actually feel like this deck could be fine. We don't have super many allies, but we have some. And we have some late game. This actually might make our deck. Let's see. Probably better than some of the other cards we already have. And now we're just out of cards, I think. We take some stuff. Another Sentinel. I don't think we're going to play 2 of those. Maybe not even 1. And not the Lava Step Rider either. Oh, we got a fine mountain. Okay, so I think this deck, I mean, it looks like it has something going on for it. We'll see how the curve looks when we group the creatures separately. Yeah, this curve looks fine. So we have an alley there. The Steward is an alley. The Reckless Cohort. Maybe the Sentinel is actually pretty bad here. I think I will move that out. Shadow Glider is fine. This is an alley that does something. The Invoker is a good late game. This is just aggressive. 4/4 if you play a land. The Great Horn as well, a 4/5 if you play a land. The Worm is not perfect, but it's good together with the Double Striker, so I guess I keep that one. 2 Vestiges looks fine. This is some more evasion, indestructible, alley that also has menace, and double strike. So I feel like the creature base is fine. I think I like 17 creatures here. So we have to make one cut. Rolling Thunder obviously stays. Retreat to Emeria also. The prevent all combat damage. Yeah, this is a good card. And it's instant. And for 5 you can also make a creature. So I think I want to try this out. Just because we probably have the smaller creatures and we want to be able to save them. Outnumber will be a good early removal. And the tactics is better than the focus, I think. Just because you can target 2 different creatures and you get the life. So I think I move out the focus. Yeah, I think I want it like this. We have an 06. Yeah, this looks fine. Then we have +1/+1 vigilance, 2 of them. And the blighted gorge that can be turned into a shock later if you need this. Yeah, I think this looks fine. So if we combine, sort by color, it looks pretty much 50-50. And we also have 2 white lands already, so we get in 8/6. Perfect. Yeah, this looks like a deck. See you back for round 1.